I'd like to say a few words about simple living and high thinking. First of all, when you live in an environment, like let's say the city. In the city, people work very hard to maintain their living, pay their rent, to have a little fun. That's what we do in the city, right? And as such, you have to live hard. You have to work. You got to get up. You got to do what you got to do. You got to grind. We call it the grind, right? And in the process of this hard living, when it's time to chill, people just want to relax. So what they do is they go into a low mode of thinking. They don't use their brains a lot, but they'll use their body a lot. Just like people who are trained to be slaves, are basically taught to have a weak mind, but a strong body. So what you can see currently in human society is that people are being trained to be slaves and they don't even know it, because they work hard, they use their bodies hard, they exercise, they play hard. But when it comes to using their brain, they be like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to read no books. Ain't nobody got time for that. I want to chill. So now, there was a man named Srila Prabhupada who came to the West in the 60s, and he came with the reverse concept. He said, simple living, high thinking. Well, what do we really mean by that? Let's look at it. If I were to eat some food on a banana leaf, right? It doesn't take much effort for me to get a banana leaf to wrap my food in and use that as my lunchbox. And it's biodegradable, so I could throw it in the river, I could throw it in the bush, and it will benefit the environment in some way. That's called simple living and high thinking. But when you go buy some, I don't know, donuts wrapped in a piece of plastic, what you usually do if you live in the city, you eat the donut and then you take the plastic bag and throw it on the ground. So that right there is hard living, low thinking. Now what happens with the hard living and low thinking is that it seems fun to the senses, but it decreases your lifespan. So that's why you see all of these people dying much younger all of the time. That's one of the reasons. In addition, you got microwaves, you got 5G technology coming. You got a lot of things going on. By the way, shout out to Dr. Mumbi. I know I make a lot of off-the-wall comments on our videos, but never disrespectful. I'm just always dropping information, and I see that Dr. Mumbi is definitely being guided by the ancestors and the spirit of God. You know, so tune into her. Dr. Mumbi Saraki, Wake Up Africa, Prophetic Sundays. It's a really great show. But as for me, my mission is expanding in so many ways through the grace of Krishna. You know, he's just showing me so many paths that I could not only serve his servants, but I could help the people in the world. I could help the environment. I could help the animals, the trees, all of that good stuff. I'm about the good life, you know what I mean? And the good life is not necessarily what the consumeristic society tells you it is. All right, so listen, unbrainwash yourselves. Look into that simple living, high thinking. Try to get some regularity. Regularity is very important. If you eat at the same time every day, you're going to use the bathroom at the same time every day. You're going to go to bed at the same time every day and wake up the same time every day. The regularity, there's nothing wrong with that, because the whole universe is set on cycles of regularity. If things were irregular, it would be chaotic. Look at religion right now. Look at the Catholic Church. It's in chaos because they have irregular practices. On one hand, they'll give you spiritual or religious teachings, and on another hand, they're doing bad things to your children. Yeah, I'm speaking at a Trump level of vocabulary. You know, I'm trying to speak at a 4th grade level, because like I said, right now, I'm observing the decrease in society, and people are just not... There's a lot of people that's waking up, and there's a lot of people that choose to be willingly asleep. And the Vedas teach, do not disturb a man who's in his mental ignorance. Don't disturb the ignorant. Just, you know, have mercy on them. So yeah, it's a lot of good things going on in the world too, but I just really wanted to tell the people that you should really consider trying to. And also another thing, on Dr. Mumbi Saraki's latest video I made